is Mac Jones going to play tonight?
Good morning, Dan. How great is this to just be able to turn around and say there's going to be a football game in this stadium behind me tonight? I brought my football to work today. I'm so excited. If you love football, this is a great day. Mac Jones not going to be holding the football when the game starts tonight, Dan. I know you know that. I know that. We reported that this morning together for ESPN. The theme here for the Patriots, it's a marathon, not a sprint. They have joint practices coming up against the Panthers and Raiders in the next couple weeks. Preseason games against them. No urgency, they feel, to put Mac or any of the starters on the field tonight.
All right, but in general, all right, look, I'm not even talking about tonight. There's 2 more preseason games. They have joint practices coming up the next couple of weeks. In general, we have heard from the outside a lot about the concerns about this new Patriots offense, how it looks, who's in charge. You're there every single day watching it. What can you tell us about the level of concern inside the building?
Well, Dan, I would listen to the players. I mean, they've acknowledged there's been growing pains with the offense. They're making too many mistakes. The low point was probably Monday of this week when the offense stayed on the field as a full unit and the captain, David Andrews, addressed the offense as a whole. Now, it got better the next day, and I don't sense any panic, maybe some frustration. They point out there have been 12 practices, 6 in full pads. No one has it figured out at this point. They're determined to stay the course.
All right, thanks, Mike Reiss. You're the best. Come back and join us next hour. Go get something to eat or something, and we'll hit you again when we come back in the 9 o'clock hour. Mike T, though, are the Patriots making a mistake here? Should Mac Jones be playing tonight in this game?
Yes, he should. They're going to have a new offensive play caller, which nobody really knows who that is. Is that Joe Judge? Is that Bill Belichick himself? Is it Matt Patricia? So, again, we talked about getting reps for Deshaun Watson. Very similarly, I would get reps for Mac Jones in a game situation. He's going to be hearing somebody new in his helmet. After the rookie year, it was Josh McDaniels. So to me, again, I would be out there with the first offensive line, maybe get 15 plays, get out there, don't turn the ball over, no pre-snap penalties. You don't have to be there out there a lot, but you want to get some momentum heading into next 2 weeks of preseason.
You agree?
No, I don't agree. I think outside of procedural things, as far as the games are concerned, I think you get more out of joint practices, because obviously the competition is ratcheted up. Guys don't want to look bad going against the opposition, across from them. We know that Bill Belichick, he religiously works on situational football in practices. So I think the value for the Patriots is those joint practices that you're talking about with the Carolina Panthers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And that's over the next couple of weeks. Right. Practice against Carolina next week and Las Vegas, whose coach they know quite well, the week after that. Diana, what more can you tell us about the situation in New England?
Man, I'm just listening to you guys talk about this new offense, Mac Jones not getting out there today, and I'm just thinking, New England, a new offense with play callers that are only familiar with the defensive side of the ball, at least that's where their expertise are. There is so much change in New England, yet I hear Mike Reiss reporting, and he's always spot on, that there's no panic. How can there not be? There should be panic, because what are they doing? This just seems very confusing. And I think it's okay to start the season saying, what are the New England Patriots? We will figure them out by September, October. But I just think right now, having a conversation about New England, I don't have a lot of answers because I don't think they do.
D. Wood, yeah, what's got you worried in particular?
Well, I mean, listen, I'm going to always go to the offensive line.
Right.
Okay? Their prior offensive line coach went with Josh McDaniels to Las Vegas. That's a big transition. You hear a lot of people up in New England talk about that's been the real, as much as we talk about play callers and Mac Jones, the real issue has been the offensive line. They really haven't been able to block anybody up in Patriots camp. So for me, that issue needs to be worked out. But I'm not going to go DEFCON 1 right now. Hell, we got a whole month before these games start counting. So I'm giving Bill Belichick the benefit of the doubt that he'll be able to try to work out some of these games. Are there issues? Absolutely. But we're still a long ways away from these games that really count week 1.
But D. Wood, like you just made my argument for me, which is new O-line coach, new play caller. Wouldn't you want them out there for at least a couple of series tonight?
No, because to me, joint practices are more important. Like, I get more out of joint practices outside of procedural things. Yeah. I mean, these guys are going to be out there for a series. Me personally, I'd rather have the joint. Well, not me personally, because I've never been a practice guy. But I'm just saying, anybody else, I would rather have the joint practices.
All right, we got plenty more time to discuss this. As D. Wood mentions, another month before the Patriots play a game that counts.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.